Good evening and welcome to the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labino with the news. Some residents of the Ijegun area of Lagos State are still counting their losses from the pipeline explosion that occurred in the area earlier today. Some eyewitnesses who spoke with IATV News attributed the fire incident to inadequate security presently ravaging the country.
This country, let's say, is insecurity. Because if the security tight enough, this kind of thing won't happen. So let's say the fire officer, they really try. They do what they can do, so they really try. But this country, we need more security.
The thing started, I ran. But the only thing I knew about this stuff was that C25 was the one that tried, and they quenched the whole fire.
Others who narrated how the incident happened also gave kudos to the Lagos State Fire Service for prompt response.
Around 3:30, so we are pleading on the government to help us. It's a lot of people lost their lives, properties, valuable goods, So government should come to our aid and do something about this junction. We can't continue to suffer. We can't continue to be like this. So they should help us and do something.
The Lagos State Emergency Management Agency said the explosion occurred when security operatives intercepted pipeline vandals earlier today. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) has directed its team of engineers to immediately investigate and commence repairs caused by a pipeline explosion at Ijegun, a Lagos suburb, earlier today. NNPC's Group General Manager, Public Affairs, told newsmen in Abuja that the explosion was caused by vandals and revealed that the Group Managing Director of the corporation, Mekanti Baru, has directed its team of engineers to resume at the fire scene and redress the situation. 2 people have been confirmed dead and about 30 vehicles burnt in the incident. Residents of the Zone 1 community in the Igondo Estate Phase 3 community development area of Lagos State have called on the state government to save them from being totally displaced, as many of them have abandoned their homes due to severe flooding. According to the residents, waste from the landfill at the Oko filling bus stop has also blocked the major drainage channel in the area, which has resulted in flooding during the rainy season, while in the dry season they contend with unpleasant stench from the landfill and are always anxious about fire outbreaks. The residents appeal to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to construct drainage channels, grade the roads, and address the issue of the landfill, while many families have sought shelter elsewhere to protect themselves. Those who cannot afford to leave have to flee to elevated places whenever it rains. One of such people is a woman identified simply as Abosede, who took to sleeping in a toilet with her child. Another resident, Ofe Michael, said the flood coupled with fluids from decomposing materials at the landfill contaminate boreholes in the area and make water unsafe for consumption in the community. Public Relations Officer of the Lagos State Ministry of the Environment, Adekunle Adesina, said the community had not been abandoned, adding that the landfill was in the process of being decomposed. And now to Ogun State. The Ogun State Trace Corps has announced that traffic around Joju axis of the old Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway inbound Abeokuta has been compounded due to a leaking gas-laden tanker. The Corps implored motorists already trapped in traffic to exercise patience as the leaking-laden tanker exhausts its gas content before the fire service can flush the chemical off the road for the safety of all. Nevertheless, Trace, police, FRSC, and the fire service were on ground supervising and monitoring the rescue exercise prior to the opening of the road. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State has promised to complete the Imota Rice Mill and Industrial Park project. The governor reaffirmed this today during an inspection tour of the project site to assess the progress of the project and also to get the contractor's confidence on the completion date. The project, expected to be the biggest in the country, is being built with a capacity to produce 32 metric tons of rice per hour and 2.8 million bags of 50 kilogram bags of rice per annum. After touring the project site, the governor expressed satisfaction on the level of work done by the contractor. He said the first phase of the project is projected to be completed by the end of this year. The light industrial park on the project site, according to Sanwo-Olu, said, is being built by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry to boost small and medium-scale businesses around the axis. Still in Lagos State, students of the Lagos State Polytechnic Ikorodu flooded Ikorodu Road today in their hundreds to protest the crisis that has crippled academic activities in the school. The non-academic staff union of the Polytechnic had been embroiled in a disagreement with the management over salary arrears and demigration of their salary structure. The dispute had degenerated to a crisis, leading to the shutdown of the school. The students who sang solidarity songs and carried placards with different inscriptions appealed to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to intervene in the crisis. The governor, who later addressed the protesters, promised to intervene. The Lagos Zonal Office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arraigned one Olumide Olubiyo Mudashiru before Justice Mojisola Dada of the Special Offences Court sitting in Lagos today. An assist count charge bordering on possession of false documents containing false information. The defendant pleaded not guilty to the charge when it was read to him. In view of his plea, the prosecution counsel, Spiff Owede, asked the court for a trial date and also prayed that the defendant be remanded in prison custody pending the commencement of trial. The judge ordered the defendant to be remanded in prison custody and adjourned to July 9th, 2019 for commencement of trial. 3 persons have been confirmed dead while 11 persons were injured when a commercial bus plunged into Ogun River, otherwise known as Ososa River, on the Ijebu-Ode-Shagamu Expressway in Ogun State. The State Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Commission, FRSA, Clement Oladele, confirmed that the accident, which involved a commercial bus, occurred earlier today due to an alleged mechanical fault in the bus. Oladele, in a statement, said a total of 14 people comprising 5 male adults and 9 female adults were involved in the fatal clash, while 11 persons injured and 3 deaths recorded. The FRSC boss further explained that in the road crash, the bus took off from Ijebu-Ode Motor Park and headed to Lagos, but the driver lost control and plunged into the river at Ijebu-Ode. Oladele commiserated with the families of the crash victims and advised vehicle operators to put their vehicles in good condition before any trip and be cautious during the rainy season to avoid road crash. Adolescent girls and women have been challenged to embrace technical skills and knowledge to overcome unemployment challenges. This charge was thrown in Abeokuta, Ogun State at a one car skills development for youth employment in Nigeria.
The program, which had over 100 girls and women in attendance, focused on the acquisition of knowledge and skills in agricultural science and construction. Speakers from various fields spoke of wide-range job opportunities in these areas where skills were needed, and they charged adolescent girls to break barriers to play key roles in these 2 male-dominated sectors.
Traditionally in our society, the girl and the woman are exempted from a lot of development options. There are so many discriminatory policies against the woman. More so since the women generally are about half of the labor force. Now, we believe that if you give them a chance to be actionable, give them a chance to perform efficiently in agriculture, the agricultural output will increase more than it is now.
we want to encourage more ladies to go into construction and agricultural trades. We want to remove the erroneous belief that some professions are meant for men. There is a belief that what a man can do, a woman can do it better.
Speaking at the workshop, Coordinator for Sustainable Economic Development, Hans Ludwig Bruns, noted that there was a gender skills gap in construction and agriculture, which the adolescent girls and women should take advantage of. The participants who saw the program as an eye-opener promised to take full advantage of the knowledge.
Skill acquisition helps women, ladies and girls to be more empowered. You won't need to wait and sit around begging or checking around for money. You'll be empowered on your own and you'll be able to meet your needs as well.
It has added a lot and it has changed my perspective even as a woman and as a core member, because after leaving this place, I've had the mind and intention of even going into agriculture.
It will empower them so that the problem of unemployment rate will be lower, so that the girls all around will not be misused because of the advantages of unemployment.
The 4-year technical and vocational education and training is being funded by Dutch Gesellschaft for a German company.
And now to Osun State, where Osun State government has procured over 200 hectares of land for the purpose of improving agricultural production in the state. The state governor, Buega Oyetola, has said this in Osogbo at the State Farmers Field Day organized by the state government in conjunction with the International Institute for Tropical Agriculture, IITA.
Farms for best farming practices. Part of this partnership, government agencies and relevant parastatals have always provided systemic support to our farmers through various innovative interventions, with view to making Osun the main hub of agriculture in southwest Nigeria. One of such learning programs is the implementation of the Osun Rural Enterprise and Agriculture.
All the farmers in the state of Osun that the state of Osun House of Assembly make sure that all the farmers have an enabling environment for the farmers to operate, and we are going to have an enabling law that will support
people eat, like yam, cassava. So you can, if you can see behind us, you see a truck that is parked there. Is the improved varieties of cassava that IIT as scientists has bred. So this is very important. Like we have cassava provitamin A that is very good as far as nutrition is concerned. So this material will be given to the farmers.
We have known about conversion of agro waste to wealth. People, so many of our people do not.
Governor Oyetola said that the state was collaborating with the financial institutions and the IITA in order to assist farmers in the state, and disclosed that his government will provide additional 20,000 hectares of land for farm settlement with storage facilities as well as standard agro allied market. Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly, Timothy Oweye, advocated formulation of policies that will encourage mechanized farming to facilitate mass farm production. And now to Ekiti State, where the Ekiti House of Assembly has reinstated 8 local government chairmen and their councillors who had earlier been suspended. The reinstatement of the chairmen who were re-elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, followed adoption of the report of the House Committee on Public Petitions submitted by its chairman, Adegoke Olajide. However, 8 other chairmen and their councillors still remain suspended for further forensic investigation. It will be recalled that 16 chairmen and their councillors were suspended by the Assembly, the allegation of gross misappropriation over 4 billion naira. In his remarks, Speaker of the Assembly, Fumini Afuye, commended the committee for carrying out its task with diligence, with plenary adjourned to July 15th. And now the stock market report. Stockbrokers traded in a total of 108.47 million ordinary shares valued at 2.07 billion naira. At the close of trading today on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, WAPCO Nigeria PLC recorded the highest volume of trade with a total of 40.96 million ordinary shares valued at 552.73 million naira. Access Bank PLC came second on the activity chart with 23.26 million ordinary shares valued at 153.53 million naira. NASCO PLC led the pack of gainers with 70 kobo to close trading at 15 naira. CCNN PLC came second on the gainers chart with 50 kobo to close at 15 naira. On the other hand, Presco PLC topped the losers chart with a drop of 5 naira 20 kobo in its share value to close trading at 15 naira. GT Bank PLC also dropped 50 kobo in its share value to close trading at 29 naira 50 kobo. All share index closed trading at 29,300.09 points, all in 3,962 transactions, while market capitalization ended today's trading at 12.914 trillion naira. And that's the size of our package from the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiro, thanking you for finding time to join us, and I'm returning you to our studios in Ibadan for the rest of the news. Good evening.